Oh, well, oh, geez, that sounded weirder than I thought it was going to. I wanted to say, like, oh yeah, no, sorry if I sound weird this stream, for reasons I will elaborate on, but holy fuck, that was really weird, god damn. Treasure's less, though, it's good. Which part I was gonna fucking talk about, actually. The apologies if I sounded weird bit, because yesterday I went to the fucking doctor just because like my chest was a little bit achy. Why is Lava still playing? It always plays in the background of the work streams, because otherwise it felt a little bit quiet, I'll be honest. Also, welcome, Shaman. Welcome to in just chatting stream. Yeah, chest was aching a little bit, not like super painful, but more like a general concern. And honestly, a big part of that was just I'm gonna be going away kind of soon. And if it was a problem, I'd like to know about that beforehand, before it gets worse and I'm fucking away, right? And like now you're probably fine. It's probably just like these are referred as inflamed breastbone. And looking it up, it is essentially just chest pain. The condition. It's not actually like that big of a problem per se. It's just kind of painful. Going to prison. I'm too strong to be contained, don't worry. They've yet to catch me yet, but oh god. They got some anti-inflammatories for that. I'm taking them, and today it has sort of helped mitigate the pain, which is a good sign, because it also has like things like, oh yeah, no, it could cause worse health problems if you already have health problems, and that was what I was actually going in for, because you know, fucking obviously, you have chest pain, you go to the doctor and you're like, hello doc, what is it? And also, is it a heart attack? Am I dying? Right? Like, what is it? It seems like I want your professional opinion. But specifically, is it going to cause my heart to explode? Is that what this pain is, actually? And the answer is no. The answer is no, it isn't. Almost never is, but in this case, it is. Well, it's the case it almost always is. Well, not almost always, but like the most chest pain is apparently caused by swollen cartilage in your chest, which is unfortunate. Maybe yeah, it's sort of hurting loss. It sort of like drifted upwards into my throat and like neck, which on the one hand isn't good because it kind of sucks and feels bad. On the other hand, it is very good because that is again a symptom of the like swollen cartilage bit, swollen breastbone, or inflamed breastbone, because it's not in my chest anymore. It's like just sort of radiating out. Hooray! I'm not dying. Boo, it's mildly unpleasant. Oh well. But yeah, I was gonna say, if I sound kind of weird or stream's kind of short, it's because my like upper torso is just a little bit, not even necessarily sore. I described it to the doctor as like when your joints, like when you try to move after sitting for a really long time, kind of weird, and your like legs are just like stiff. The human body is a fucking scam and evolution is stupid. Evolution is literally just make things less bad. If it's not working, well you see, that's because you are fucking wrong. Evolution's not make things less bad. Evolution is make things make more. Right? Like there was like a species of like stag or deer, something like that with antlers, and like many species, humans included, they had traits where like one species had decorative features to show the other sex in the species to go like, hey, look how good I fuck, right? In this case, it was the male deer or the male extinct fuckers antlers. So I was like, cool, bigger antlers, more fuck. They lived in forests. And eventually the antlers got so big because it was the sign the females were looking for. Like, yeah, this guy fucks good. It makes good ass kids. They got so big they couldn't maneuver through the forest anymore. But because evolution had pushed them for bigger and bigger antlers, only the ones with big antlers could survive. So they didn't because they just fucking died. And the ones with smaller antlers were passed up on. And the species didn't adapt fast enough. So they just died out. And to be clear, they could have adapted, right? Like, okay, cool. The ones with large antlers are more likely to survive. So the ones with small antlers get to pass on their genes, right? Presumably at some point it become evolutionarily beneficial to only mate with ones with larger antlers, not pick the one with the largest, just only with big ones. Worst thing they are supposed to... well, yes, and the worst things are supposed to drop dead. Again, incorrect. Then the shit like boar tusks for attraction started appearing, and now they just drop dead after a while. Again, that's like, hell! That's, forget boar tusks, human teeth. Why do you think human teeth don't seem to last as long as humans do? Because they last perfectly fine if you draw your metric from when people have kids. Because after people have kids, genetically speaking, it doesn't matter, right? If there is a problem after that point, your evolution is blind to it, right? Because you've already had your kids, you've already passed down your genetic material. It does not care. Humans are made for a short lifespan, exactly, right? That's the same with evolution. It's not meant to make things better. It's what can reproduce and spread better. It also is based on like random chance. Like, the survival of the fittest is not just like, oh yeah, no, it's whoever's the strongest. Many species have developed the evolutionary strategy of fuck it. Fuck it, if there's a bunch, they can't get all of us. Right? Why do you think rabbits are like that? Because the ones that survive need to fucking cover for every idiot that didn't. Every time a fair amount of time, eagle like fucking swoops down and picks up a rabbit and flies off with it. That's one rabbit that didn't get to fuck. Also the sunfish. Also the sunfish! Right? And you know what? Hell, if we like zoom out for a little bit, it would be really easy to just pluck off the sunfish as an evolutionary offshoot that didn't work. Right? There are probably sunfish relatives that did work. Right? Like only animals that can't eat sunfish because these things are low parasites. Right? That's fucked up to think about, right? Technically speaking, the sunfish did evolve to be good. It did evolve to survive. It evolved to be basically fucking inedible. And that was good enough. The current biggest cause of death is currently boats. Exactly! Right? You can't have a substantial, like, main predator if nothing wants to fucking eat you. Yeah, sure. You can do that with things like poison or like that has spines. Apparently you can also just fucking suck if you suck bad enough. Fun fact, also a reason why sloths are kind of like that. And they also just kind of sucked. Right? Now to be clear, like, humans are not like some pinnacle of fucking evolution. Right? In essence, their brains got too big and started breaking things because they could start fucking with their own progression outside of evolution's say, in a sense. And look where that got them. Us. Bonjour, tax guy. Welcome. You fool. The inedible part isn't part of their evolution. Yes, the fuck it was. you are prescribing some level of choice to evolution that it does not fucking have. Right? Because there are definitely sunfish that are more edible, or were sunfish that were more edible. But the sunfish that weren't edible, that you couldn't eat, were more likely to survive. Right? It's essentially the same idea behind, like, any poisonous animal. Any brightly colored poisonous animal, dart frogs, monarch butterflies, any of that shit, same concept. We will suck to eat. And somehow that evolved deliberately. Now, as long as there are things that are hard to eat aren't able to. No? Like jellyfish. Like the things that live, like jellyfish technically live an infinitely long time, and they're really easy to eat. At least by some, like, a fair amount of things. Like, fundamentally, evolution is an arms race. Right? The reason why Australia is like that is because so many things evolved venom and hyper-aggression, and a lot of other things countered that with venom and hyper-aggression. Because you take bites for them and not die. There's their heads. Yeah, right? And some sunfish couldn't survive having bites taken out of their fucking heads. Right? So the ones that could have parts of their fucking skull removed were the ones that got to reproduce. And so, the sunfish would at least have an evolutionary pressure to evolve to have fucking bites taken out of it, right? The ones that were beefy enough and had enough fucking, like, non-required systems to have bites taken out of them and survive, and were unpleasant enough to eat that things wouldn't take a second bite of them, would be the ones that passed on their genes. Right? Evolution cost. No, again, what I'm telling you is that it evolved properly. Right? Evolution looks at the sunfish and goes, damn, we really fucking cinched that one. Oh yeah, that was getting dicey there for a second. But when we fucking took out some of its fucking ability to do anything and just let things take a nice big bite out of it, just to realize that we also made it just the fucking worst to eat. Not for poison reasons, just nothing going on. It's brilliant. It's absolutely being able. Listen, let's be clear. You think evolution gives a fuck about if something is considered a living thing? Viruses, right? We're actually not sure if they count as alive, but they sure as hell evolve. Right? Evolution does not care about if it's alive. Hell, some species of fish, like their anglerfish, when they mate, will latch onto, like, their partner and digest. I don't, not even them. There's animals that will, like, root themselves to the ground and then digest parts of their brain. Right? Coral too. But itself goes up the surface to try and get rid of some of the parasites having birds eat them into the boat and deaths. It's a symbiotic thing. In a sec. Let's be clear. Human fevers have a kinda higher chance of killing the infection than it is killing the host. And that's good enough! Better than 50% fucking ship it! Kinda. Only one bowl, though. Because it's just shriveled up fish, right? It's inside the fish. got two fish, but evolution is able to make some truly dog shit, dipshit creatures. But as long as those creatures continue to make more of themselves, that's good enough. It doesn't matter if they're alive. It doesn't matter. Hell, there are so many fucking species that reproduce by dying. Right? Like, hell, one of the big things that could be considered, like, keeping octopi back from ever achieving human-level intelligence is the fact they can't teach things. They can learn pretty good, but they never have anyone to teach them because both their fucking parents die in the process of making their kids. So they are sedentary creatures, right? It would require a fair amount of evolutionary backstepping, essentially forming them back into, or back into probably the incorrect term, but into schooling creatures, like a pack mentality, to then have octopi that could learn skills instead of needing to figure everything out for themselves. Right? Evolution isn't about making things good. It is saying, hey, this thing currently works slightly better. So it's going to make slightly more kids. And so it's going to propagate slightly better. Or hell, not even necessarily better, right? It is very possible for a species to split, right? In fact, every species is a branch, right? Or pretty much every species, presumably every species, as far as we know, right? If a thing can make more kids by getting shittier, it'll do it. Or rather, the slightly shittier ones will produce more kids, and so more of the next generation will be slightly shittier. And then because that evolutionary niche of being slightly shittier makes more kids, they will go on to have more kids. And so this third generation on will have even more of them that are a little shittier. In your headcanon of Earth, platypus is just the leftovers in the parts box. I don't even know how to put words to it. That is chronically online language. I'm sorry. It's even like a dig. We're referring to that as like a headcanon. You're not even wrong. Right? You're not even wrong to call it that. That does just feel very, very online of you. Unfortunately. Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but... Yeah, also, in good news of what happened like, a little bit before stream, I finally found my way back to the... At practice, if you want, I can speak Jit Alpha slightly. Please don't. But also, I appreciate you the fucking owning it of like, yeah, no, I've had practice. But yeah. Earlier, I finally got back into the EN VTuber Discord server. Because apparently, it had gotten like bot hacked and fucking exploded. And I forgot is the one that I got like the Discord server with is like the very few collabs I have done was from there. And the funny thing, and the reason why I'm like, yeah, no, I finally got back in there, I found out about the Life Raft like a little bit, about 2 months ago, and I figured, and I saw, oh yeah, no, if you want to get back in, direct message one of the moderators of the old thing. So I did. And I say this with absolutely no animosity and nothing but respect and camaraderie. Because I've definitely done shit like that, of like not checking messages or not getting back to motherfucker. So the fact that I got a message back after 2 months was surprising, because I thought I was never gonna message back. But also just kind of funny. Also good. Like yeah, no, it is good to get things back. Hell yeah. Even better, it's still active. It is actually quite active. ATV ate that comment. No, don't worry. I ate that comment. I saw it on the thing of like, oh yeah, no, this message has been held for review. I don't even know why it was held for review exactly. Let me see. Review deleted message. I have no idea what YouTube finds objectionable about this. I don't believe it knows what you're saying, and even if it did, I don't think it would take like censorship accusation with. And I quote, Skibbity Alpha Sigma Stream, my goats. Want to go Phonum tax the beta males? End quote. Which I will say, as satire of that kind of talk, absolutely fucking A+ nailed it. Right? Like, I can't believe anyone would actually talk like that. But just because it's clearly taking the piss a little bit too hard, that basic language, 100%. I honestly thought you got that. Honestly, maybe. Like, it did catch the message. The last, like, less than 12 hours, like 10 hours. Not even. Close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people have used the, like, going live channel on the Discord. I'm not one of them. But the fact that there are people using it is good. Good to see. Got Parking Lot Royale tomorrow. What is Parking Lot Royale? Oh, shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is exciting news. Hang on. There we go. Hey, welcome the Space Goblin Wizard. Hell of a good name. Welcome. College, if you were living in the dorms on campus, one day to pick a lot. And it takes to claim a lot. Oh, whoa! How do you do it with a PNG? It is actually a software that I'm just trying to grab right now. Actually, what am I doing? I have it in. Home file location. It is VidoTube Mini. Basically, the mic picks up noise, it flips to a talking sprite, and it makes it move. It's a very simple program. It's very easy to use. I have like 2 different images, one of it not talking and one with the mouth open, and with the little shake effect from the software. It is. Yeah, VidoTube Mini. VeaDotube, one word. Dude, going to steal that? Hell yeah! Good, it's a good program. Hell yeah. More money to our life savings. $100,000. If you can pay them the fucking upfront cost, you could use the spell to make them comfortable giving you their life savings, that included. Oh, sure, no, or do you work like a fucking video game merchant where you don't have the money you get? That works. Shiny nickel works too. Alright, fair enough. I didn't even finish saying what the hell I was excited about. It was just the fact, literally just the fact that on the ENVT, or ENVTuber in Discord, which is typically fucking itty bitty tiny little streamers, because it's for people who are trying to find a community that is just open to the public. I've had a motherfucker with 100,000 subs on it, and just seeing one of those fucking big fish in that itty bitty fucking pond is like, holy shit, whoa. Some of them do exist there. I'll go back to your own stream. Did you fucking find my shit while you're streaming? You better not. I swear. That would be the funniest thing. Yes? In 16 minutes. Holy fuck, you did. Madman. Getting a little fucking avatar guy, even a temporary one, is quite convenient to just have a face. It's neat. Alright. That's not bad. It's good to see you. Hope to see you again later. Take care of yourself out there. If that was their plan. Beautiful. Yeah, that's the plan. I can't even be mad. Right? Because if it was, even if it was the truest, nastiest grift imaginable, it's whatever. Oh no. Actually, no, it would be bad if they did not seem genuine. He was not lying, no. I suppose technically if he doesn't start a stream soon, he could be lying, but I don't know. I'm just poking around the ENVT Discord. Come on, girl. not 3D. Ah, it's 3D. That's not how that works. Wait. New package? So many chapters I can't read that. It does, correct. What the fuck is it? Okay. So I found like a rabbit hole of like how to set up a 3D. That, I'll be honest, the fucking last sentence fucking got me. I was not expecting that. Would you rather have 1 cubic meter of gold or 1 cubic meter of slime? Blonde girl starts sweating profusely. Because I'll be honest, I know that definitely means something. I'm not entirely sure what. Whoa. Is it girls? So probably multiple of them. Gods. No, because I could comprehend that. And there was nothing fucking holy going on in that sentence. Let's be clear. Okay. Here's the thing. The thing that I'm currently like humming and hawing over is Vroid Studio, and the fact that they seem very clear about how, yep, it is totally free, and you are 100% in ownership of everything you make with it. To the point where I'm not sure how they could. Well, honestly, I know how they could, but it seems if there was a catch, it would be bold-faced fucking lying. Hey, 1 cubic meter of iron wasn't a fucking option. Use gold or slime, fucker. You can't trick me. No, here's the thing. It's not like they're repeatedly saying it, right? They haven't been saying it excessively. I have been looking for it to find where the fucking asterisk is, and I haven't found one yet. And at some point, if you say a thing enough, it becomes legally binding. Right? At least in this context. Sort of like how with like Teslas, they had the self-driving feature. It was self-driving. They would drive you places themselves. They were self-driving cars. And then somewhere buried in fine print somewhere said, actually, not really. It's just driving assist. Do not let the car drive for you. It's not self-driving, actually. Whoops. And in a court of law, the court of law said, no, you fucking told people, yes, it is a self-driving car. 100% we pinky promise. And buried the bit where you said, JK, just kidding. You wanted people to believe you were saying a fucking, like, a self-driving car. The fact you fucking crossed your fingers when you said it doesn't make that not what people who believed you with good reason. That reminds me of Legos from chocolate and chocolatey. That is a good distinction in this case. Right? Like the any product that can't use a particular term because it's not technically chocolate, it'll be like, cool, it's so chocolatey. Like, that's supposed to be the first vehicle on Mars. Now we got rusty frames day one. They were supposed to be, they were always a vanity project. And now you're going to see what the guy who had the vanity was actually going to do without it. Human non-engagement acts, point use. Individual source software. Somebody has a Cybertruck with a trailer to the back. Guy goes to use the whole frame collapsed. God, it truly is a child's rendition of a fucking car, isn't it? Because even the most basic things, the things that you take for granted in a car, for totally justified fucking reasons, are fucked up. Like the fact that it has no coating on it, and all cars have a coating on it, because otherwise they'll fucking rust. And that's just a problem that everything deals with. Running by bridges and like dams, any like structure in the water doesn't rust through completely. Some of them do, but a lot of time, at least with bridges, they will have sacrificial anodes to rust for them. It sounds like fucking magic, but it's unbreakable. Brick immediately cracks a window during its live demo on stage. Yeah, because he's the kind of self-confident, egotistical idiot that would believe his own hype, even if someone told him right beforehand, hey, don't fucking do that. As an inspired mechanical engineer, I can't wait to be in the team for Cybertruck 2. God, you want to be on the team that has to get these fucking plans and repeatedly attempt to make something barely functional and being told, no, do it the way I said, it'll be better. The break running designed for some products, you can tell crass. Right, again, there are technically valid ways to view that, right? Like, there are ways to have pieces break and have that be part of the design thing. I know easy example is, it's not really the exact same, but similar. In European, like, British plugs, the non-ground, or no, the ground pin, the wire connecting to it, is longer and curled up, while the other two are, like, more taut, so that if it gets yanked on, those two break first. So that if anything, like, pulls or, like, starts breaking a connection outlet or a plug, the grounding pin is always there, or at very least is the last one standing. That part is a lot less severe than the runner-up, right? Essentially, if you have two things that could break, one is a gear that's easy to replace, and the other is the entire engine, you want the fucking gear to break. Bro, if it's barely functional, I'm going to pay you the bears a minute. It's to purposely fuck it up. No. You don't get to fuck it up. You need to do it exactly the way that toddler says to do it. And if it doesn't work the way the toddler thought it would work, that's not because the design is bullshit. You didn't do it right, idiot. Having the pump put in more shit, having its feet burn out, maintaining pressure a lot better than having pressure still break, right? Yep. Or I know in a car one it had like a filter with like a spring mechanism. So if the filter got truly clogged the fuck up, fuel could just get past it. It could just go right past the filter, which is very bad, but it is better than having your car's engine go dry. Now, of course, none of this applies to the Cybertruck at all, even a little bit. I would be surprised if they did that one time by accident. Like, the windows of your car breaking when a fucking brick goes into it is not... No, it's not a design feature. If anything, you want it to, like, spiderweb and, like, crack, but not break fully. Instead of, like, plastics in there to, like, hold it together so it doesn't, like, shatter. 5 places. The Cybertruck is textbook bad design, like, in every conceivable way. Frankly, I would be shocked if you could find a piece of the Cybertruck and go, yeah, no, this bit's actually pretty good, right? Not just okay. I would not be surprised if, like, oh yeah, no, the brake pads on the fucking Cybertruck are actually fine, I guess. I don't care. Any bit of it being, like, good. I mean, especially because of, whoops, the pedal grip came loose and you can now keep the gas pressed when you don't want it to be. I'm fucking sorry, what? A good circular design. No, that's a fine circular design, right? If your wheels aren't round, what the fuck? How do you even manage? To be able to fix it in a way that violates the warranty. See, that's the kind of thing I was talking about before, of like the self-driving bit. I'm not sure if it did go to court. If, yeah, no, we told people to violate their own warranty, wouldn't get, like, thrown out, like, yeah, no, the guy who made the car and has his fucking name on it, and he's a designer on it, told people actively to go out and void the warranty. They were doing as instructed. You can see how you became a trillionaire? Honestly, I can't. Like, at no point in this does it seem like he could make money. I'd be shocked if the Cybertruck made real money. If you told me, like, oh yeah, no, a bunch of fucking fanboys were, like, propping him up. You know what? No. I was getting around to, like, the guy who was, like, a science fiction writer turned cult leader who was before, like, yeah, no, if you want to make money, you don't get into writing fiction. You make a religion. He's not obligated to only defects relate to such items for service. Quality, there's no actual legal defects. Vision. His fans make more money. He doesn't deserve even half his money. He doesn't just. The idea. Oh, God. Outside of, and I say this with full sincerity, mostly because otherwise it could very easily be interpreted as not a fucking thing. But, like, aside from the most basic of, like, food and water that everyone deserves by the basis of they're a fucking person. Yes, I'm aware, but most people don't get it. That doesn't change the fact they deserve it. I am not sure that... I'm sure there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a thing there could be proven wrong on. I'm genuinely would not be surprised given how fucking broad I'm about to be. I cannot think of any substantial thing, positive thing, that Elon Musk has ever actually earned. Or doesn't even write Nestle? Yeah, they're fucked up. It turns out Nestle bad guys. Motherfuckers who I believe you could quote as saying, yeah, no, you fuck, or not quote, but essentially said, oh yeah, no, sorry, but, no, I know it's a bad thing that we have fucking slaves, but, you know, we couldn't have chocolate without them. Newsflash, dickhead, if you can't have chocolate without slaves, you shouldn't have chocolate. I think you're fucking lying. I think it would be more expensive if fucking that. But also, that's not even a fucking defense. God. You know what? Nestle. X to blank cross any app. It's kind of funny. Apparently he's been trying to make that logo work for a while. Good to raise our price if you make us abolish slavery. Also, see why the fuck are still around. Cause evil. And they'll raise their prices anyways, cause fuck you. Genuine Supreme Court ruling against Nestle USA and Cargill. Never heard of them. Wouldn't know they own a bunch. That, you know, you can't sue them for child slavery. That doesn't happen in the States, Chief. It happens overseas, so it's legal to do the atrocities. What the fuck? God damn. I mean, with the Twitter turning into X thing, yeah. I'm not talking about the fucking. I want to go back to reading in dense legalese about the fucking funny anime character maker thing. That's easier. And here we go. Ah! Get your new iPhone 10 Pro next month. And the month after that. You can still do. Listen, there's enough money for everything. What's the fucking line? There's never enough money for like schools or hospitals, but there's always money for war. Like, I was going to the States right now. I think you guys spent like 15 billion just for the fucking big privilege of getting to pay more billions to the people you lost the war to. Couldn't that money gone anywhere else? No? Anyway, I found the fucking legal jargon I was looking for. In Vroid Studios terms or service master terms of service, Article 12.2. Users will be licensed. Wait, now. Not breach. That's a different one. Point 1. Users will be licensed to use output items for any purpose, as long as they do not breach the licensing conditions with provided content. God damn, I fucking scrolled down too far. Article 11. Point 2. All intellectual property rights and other rights to avatars, items, and other 3D models created using software will belong to the users that created such models. Provided, however, that such a model includes copyrighted work or other intellectual properties, etc., of the company or third parties, such copyrighted works or other intellectual properties, etc., will belong to the company or such third parties. Which I believe... Our model includes copyrighted works, other intellectual properties. That could be in there, because an important thing to note about legalese, and what makes it so hard to parse typically, or one of the many reasons, it is covering its bases fully, right? War for everything you must do, first time desire. Maybe. Technically speaking, war is just two motherfuckers fighting on a big, big scale, right? Like, you get two motherfuckers fighting, then you get two groups of motherfuckers fighting, you get two big groups of motherfuckers fighting. I mean, hell, I was up there. The second you have more than two people, and then you have them in two groups, you can see how that scales into war. Right? You just keep adding motherfuckers until you get, like, bands, like groups. And then you get cities, then you get nations, then you get countries, then you get fucking wars. He sounds like an idiot now, but that's because everything he said became common knowledge. Not even. It's a much funnier reason, I think. He sounds kind of like an idiot because he was not writing books for generals. He was writing books to try and teach the nobility. Right? He was trying to write books so that fucking Jean-Luc Dickhead, very in traditional Asian name that one is, would know half of anything when they go to war. So that maybe Jean-Luc Dickhead would remember, hey, wait a minute, my soldiers need to, like, eat food and shit, don't they? Holy shit, I remembered that from the book Sun Tzu wrote. Right? So yeah, of course his books sound obvious. He really needs, like, hey, listen, motherfuckers. I know you don't know a damn thing. You can't tell fuck from shit, but, like, maybe... Hey, listen, your supply lines are really, really fucking important, and you need to keep them maintained. But also, supply lines are fucking really annoying and difficult, so at any opportunity, take your opponent's supply lines and break their shit. It's good advice. It's solid advice. It was for the dumbest motherfuckers you could imagine. I cannot say barely literate because being very literate was like one of their only fucking things. As long as there are 2 people left on this world, somebody's gonna want somebody dead. God, TF2. The writing in TF2 is shockingly good. Even if you know it's good and funny, it's still surprising. God, I remember the fucking TF2 comic. Not even like the final chapter, which finally fucking came out sort of recently, and oh my god, what hype. I mean, like some of the older chapters from context. There are some theories that the Pyro from TF2 actually a woman. No one fucking knows. Never been confirmed one way or another. They go by he, him, that's good enough. In one of the comics, they crash a plane in the fucking, like, Siberian wilderness. And they get attacked by a Baron soldier. Insane man. Insane. Cannot stress that part enough. Is like, oh my god, a bear. It could have only been attracted to one of a few things. Like blood and food. So either that means there's like a hot dog stand nearby, a horde of bee nests, or a menstruating woman. Pyro! And it cuts to Pyro. And so I was like, get out of the way! Just shoves Pyro out of the way to reveal that the plane they fucking crashed was loaded with hot dogs and fucking honeycombs. Which is the most fucking obtuse, blunt force way of fucking acknowledging the fucking theory, and I love it so much. Because it says basically nothing about the theory, right? Like, no, I don't think anyone says, and everyone's like, 2 out of 3, or anything. No, it is just, Pyro, move. You're standing in front of the things we can actually prove. Based off of a line from the soldier. I don't know the line. Hang on. TF2, Pyro, theory. I don't even want to know what the fucking mod was that autofilled there. In the cosmetics. Oh, good. Here's the actual short. Oh, actually. Presses the first button. What is the birthday of Steven the Daft Monkey? Irrelevant. Monkeys don't have birthdays. That is a human concept, idiot. Let's see. Do you mean the line? What the fuck did they describe? I'm looking at the Casper, 2 R's, short for this. So on the back of the official website's Pyro trading card, and on the back of like an action figure, it has the quote, he is a fearsome, inscrutable, on-fire Frankenstein of a man, if he even is a man. That sounds more like a sentence about him being a demon than anything else. In front of you is false versus the one saying true, the one saying false. Neither it's a paradox. It's not hard to say things that kind of like that make no sense. Right? Like, in front of you sits a red button. Press the blue button. Some of them sound more clever than that, but fundamentally it's the same basic problem. Oh, so I actually had a link to the comic. Hooray! Yeah, here's the direct fucking quote from fucking Soldier. Bears! Ah, crap. How'd they find us? They couldn't have tracked us. We've been stealthy like shadows. Something must have brought them here. There's only two things that attract bears. Honey and menstruating women. My God, I knew it! Somehow I always knew! Pyro! Stop blocking the door! Good Lord, this place is filled with honey! Amelia Earhart's famous sweet tooth has doomed us all! They're different pages. It is very, very, very on the fucking nose of like, no, the comic is pointing at you. It's like, look, Pyro's a woman! Unless... Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Monster from Valve made a great implosion animation that most player testers of World 2 didn't look at it, so they made a side in case of implosions, look directly at implosions. I do love that side, yeah. In this case, it does almost feel like the same way of like, no, the answer to what's Pyro's gender is go fuck yourself, you're not fucking getting one. You're not fucking getting one. And this is probably the only time we're gonna even humor the idea of Pyro not just going by he, him. And you know, that's good enough. Quickly, men, we need to eat all this honey before the bears get here. You're just covering yourself in it. Quickly, men, eat this honey off of me before the bears get here. Later. Oh God, I am so full over here. How many crates we eat so far? Approximately none. We ate 3 jars into the first crate. Plan B. We need to fix this place before the bears get here. So I don't think the damn bears are kind of mine in Scout. Oh God, I am pretty sure that's gonna be where Heavy gets the back. Who is also insane, but for very different reasons than Soldier or Scout or Pyro. Which is probably my favorite part about TF2 is like, ostensibly just the engineer isn't in some way absolutely batshit crazy. And I specifically call it the engineer for very good reason. The comics don't have him with the rest of the TF2 cast for most of the run because he's with like the main actual team. Yeah, it turns out Team Fortress stands for Team F. As in you have the A team, the B team, the C team, the D team, the E team, and the F team. They're the fuck-ups. Except for Engineer, who is right there in the fucking heart of everything, because he's the fucking engineer. He makes teleporters and shit. He's smart as hell. Now, is he 100% part of the team? Yes, and he fits well. But he's like the one guy that could actually pass as saying it's so good. Engineers are to make sure he stays under the radar. He's not even there, though. No, and it was sealed. Open it early and we're still lit. Open it after. And they aren't. You are both dead and alive. TF2 cars, well, I'm stuck in this blocked vial of poison gas. That's like you, Prom Chief. Guys, comics are so fucking good. Genuinely, if you haven't read them yet, go fucking read them. I could not imagine the fucking elation if someone was like a lifelong TF2 fan, even just from like they heard about the fucking comics and then went to go read the comics, right? Because can't find them. What you do is you go online and you look up TF2 comic, and then you press enter, and it's the first link. The link called Team Fortress 2 Comics is what you're looking for. It's the first one. You click on it, and there you go. Yeah, you're looking for the series labeled TF Comics and a number. Oh god, it really was that simple. I thought it was a lie. You know, if all the reasons to not get that one, that's not unreasonable. I'd be like, no, that's totally not going to be that easy. Yeah, no, it was... God. 8 years. Just short of 8 years between the 6th comic and the final 7th comic. Notably, it wasn't like it was rushed at the end there. Like, the 6th comic is very much like the penultimate comic, and then just had a fucking massive gap. For a little bit of context, like, it had sort of started... I've decided to give you a mending book. Hey, YouTube, what the fuck is wrong with that sentence? Like, oh yeah, the gap between the last two were like... fucking a year and a half. And before then, like, the whole rest of the fucking run, right, is like... 3.5 years, give or take? 8 years! The wait for the last comic was more than twice as long as took for the rest of the comic. I didn't think it was happening. I'm not sure who did think it was happening. And then it happened. And it was awesome. Yeah, you gotta remember that. You're gonna do cat stuff, right? That's a typo, right? You meant to say cat stuff, right? Right, Tax Cat? Right? Yeah, oh thank fucking God. I would have to kill you if he wasn't. God damn. Great when everyone hit the showers. I haven't even started editing. What are you talking about? Cold showers. Oh my god, is that a reference to the big TF2 comic number 3, A Cold Day in Hell? Made my argument invalid, and as such, a nuclear bomb had been sent to vaporize me in my immediate area. Farewell. Farewell, Tax Cat. You deserve it. Enjoy it. For the brief microseconds you have before it kills you. God, right, I forgot how fucking good this goddamn comic was even. I was checking to see how far into like the 3rd issue all that bear shit was. Not even like a quarter. But I was just jumping through to see where the end of it was. And it's like the end of the issue when they're going to get Sniper. One of the last ones they get, actually. There's one zero form. Cold your soul so you know what the ice grip of elephants feels like wrong. Gotta play waiting for you. You gotta. Good God, across the board. Blah. You think he's still there? Oh yeah, you think he's on it. You think he's there in, and welcome to Australia sign. Oh, he's definitely here. Let's just hope he's happy to see us. And I mean, that is Miss Pauling with the Spy and Demo. Two of the most sane passing individuals on the team. I guess Miss Pauling is also pretty crazy. As you see them through the fucking scope of a sniper. To be continued. I gotta read this comments again. I'm good. This big distraction is because I wouldn't want to try and find like an actual quote that would maybe be like, oh no, this actually does kind of like point to Pyro being cheered. At this point, it feels like it would be weird to canonize that now. I think Pyro is a fucking natural disaster more than they are a person. God, that fucking comment string on Reddit, on the picture where Pyro's like, the shoulder's like oh my God, only two things that Pyro, stop blocking the door, is Pyro is thick. To be fair, he has multiple shirts on, and you look back, it's like, yeah, that's at least fucking like 7 shirts. You can see like under the sleeve. Oh God, it's like, yeah, that is correct joke. I'm like, oh my God, that motherfucker is thick as together wearing 8 shirts. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, it does seem like if you make stuff, if you make stuff with Vroid Studios. Wait, hang on. When a model of the preceding paragraph contains copyrighted work or intellectual properties for which rights are assigned to someone other than the user that creates the model, the user shall appropriately follow the license and other conditions of use imposed on use of copyrighted works. The company will not be held liable for any evidence suffered until any breach of those. This is again like most time like the legally jargon. This is not like a fucking gotcha. It's not meant to be hidden. It's not meant to be a fuck you to users. Not meant to cover the company's ass. So if somebody fucking puts Mickey Mouse ears on a Vroid model, when fucking Disney comes knocking, asking what the fuck is up, they can throw their hands up and go, listen, we did not have anything to do with that in a legal sense. We gave them the tools and told them not to fucking break the law about it. And if they did, that's on them. If they didn't say this, there's a non-zero chance they get wrapped into it. What is a man? Dracula seeing humans for the first time. What is a man? With 2 ends, most people hearing of TF2. That's a damn good question. That's a very good question with a surprisingly, like, both a succinct answer and a complicated answer. And I love it. Genuinely go fucking read the TF2 comments. I just remembered, like, I remembered part of the ending, and I'm like, go fucking read it. So good. Scope of use of output items. Ring, damn it. Alright, good. Users will be licensed to use output items for any purpose, as long as they don't breach the isolation specified. Any provided content used in 3D modeling creative software. License to set licenses freely for VR and data controlling output items, as long as they do not breach the. Notwithstanding the provisions of the previous paragraphs, when an output item please cover work. Catch up first. That's fair. the first sentence from the catch-up comic from Saxton Hale himself. Hello, 6-year-olds and parents reading to 3-year-olds. Because that's the target market for TF2. It's just so fucking good. Those are just picture books used to attract small children. Not anymore. Thanks to Team Fortress Comics, they're now blood-soaked, adrenaline-gorging orgies of picture violence. Attract kids of all ages. Oh, God. Oh, interesting. What is that complicated answer? You could up a lot of TF2 lore very simply. There was some morons who decided to live. Our story starts in New Mexico. It's a desert and it looks like this. Only a moron would live here. Here's some morons who decided to live here. Redmond Man, Plutarch Man, and Zephaniah Man. That's where the man comes from. A rich old man from England and his 2 idiot sons. The boys hated each other, but they loved their dad, and they convinced him to buy most of New Mexico and move there. The old man never forgave them for it. On his deathbed, he left the family munitions company, Banco, to his trusted aide, Barnabas Hale, Hale's granddad. He left his maidservant all his gold, and he left his sons nothing. Nothing but the useless land they've conviced him to buy, and he gave it to them to share, so they'd fight over it until the day they died. One of the brothers hired mercenaries to seize the land from his twin. The other brother did the same. The ensuing land war has gone on for 120 years now, as dramatized in the documentary video game Team Fortress 2. The fact that they show you, like, old Western versions of the fucking cast is so good. I just love, I especially the fact that they have different character to them. Right? The fact that the fucking pirate looks like Abraham Lincoln with a flamethrower is great. Team Fortress Classic Mark. I actually do call them out as being Team Fortress Classic. That's fun. Go fucking read Team Fortress, the comic. It's really fucking good. I saw the fucking bit of the tip. Like, no, if you have stuff, it is owned by you. I'd be surprised if they found it. If they were gonna bother, that's the way. I find it unlikely they would bother to try and like finagle some of the fine print to make it look good. Right? There's like fucking Article 11. It's buried, right? Okay. Welcome back. Around when you're married, around exciting stuff. Microwave, hell yeah. That good shit. Microwave oven. Mm-hmm. You're live TV, man. Live TV, mom. You're right. The fucking steampunk pyro looks like Abe Lincoln. Right, I said that. That's what I said. I think I'm getting past the time. Like, holy shit, he does. Good. I really should just fucking bite the goddamn bullet and like commit to learning Vroid Studio and not try and like cheat it or like look at it and be like, oh, that's kind of good. I'll learn it once I have bits. Like, no, I gotta learn the fucking. You don't fucking wait until you've sucking like, oh yeah, no, I know how to paint or what I want to paint to figure out what the fuck a canvas is. Right? Or if you're gonna try and like sculpt something, right? It's like, oh yeah, no, I want to figure out how to sculpt first. I want to figure out like what I want to sculpt. Then I'll worry about like what that clay shit's supposed to be, right? Mm. Mm. Stuff like a lot of it. Mm. But like, it is hard enough to get my fucking hamster wheel of a fucking brain to start fucking chugging in the right direction on a good night. When I have like a mild fucking chest and neck pain going, that is making it things fucking annoying. The number of seeing other motherfuckers do shit that I would consider like that is fucking, like that is social fucking comparison. What are you doing? Why are you attacking people? They're like, yeah, no, it works out. It's called being friendly. It's like, fuck you. That shit. My friendship packs. I want to meet this man's brain without barriers. No. The pyro does not understand that what they're doing is killing people. They don't understand there's a brain in there. That's just where the friendship is. Is that rainbow bit. The fact that Pyro was apparently able to get like a decent, dare I say even like high paying, like board member. What even was Pyro's job? I had to find this thing link. Like, oh, the comic. Right, like it is difficult to unless you've seen it. It is difficult to articulate how far Pyro's view of reality is from the real fucking thing. Here we go. God, these lines are so good. God. Officer Miss Pauling, what I'm about to say will shock you. I was framed. Soldier trying to fucking tell Miss Pauling in a fucking police uniform. Like, no, I was framed for that murder, Miss Pauling, I promise. Meanwhile, she actively just fucking framed Naz Ramis. Was that fucking name? Something. I saw it. You're heard of Frontier? Yeah, Frontier Engineering. Congratulations, everyone. We just had our best quarter ever. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all millionaires. And of course, all due to the inspiring leadership of our new CEO. Would you like to say a few words, sir? And it's fucking Pyro. Oh my god. The fact that Pyro's the one who was like, getting, like, yeah, millionaire, high paying, like, CEO position. No one else fucking... Okay, it's not maybe that's not true. Engineer fucking does good for himself, but... all of them are insane. Pyro is insane in a very loud way. But you take away the fire... and apparently, Pyro is fine. Ignore the fact that Pyro is in full fucking gear. God. Pretty sure just lead poisoning. No, he was kicked out of the army for being insane. He was already insane beforehand. Before the lead poisoning, which he does also have. You're not wrong about that one. It's fucking wild that apparently the fucking Islander can talk. Cause it is not a thing that comes up again. Like, it talks when they're introducing Pyro in the first issue, and it just goes back to being a sword. I've said with just the fact that they were able to create and maintain 9 different characters who are all somehow the most deranged, crazy asshole motherfuckers you've ever seen. And yet they are all very, very differently insane. Like, they never do the same bit twice. Not fully, not really. It's amazing. Oh, God. Oh. I'm not going to call stream here because I am getting tired and my chest fucking hurts. It's starting to get a bit worse. I'm going to open up the fucking... I'm going to get the things I want to work on open because I have not worked on them even a little bit. We've just been talking about Team Fortress 2. Oh, I'm talking about Team Fortress 2. Only about like fucking 40 minutes. Given how long these tangents can go and how long that felt, that's actually not too bad. There's one more line I need to read. It's near the end. But it is like the funniest bit of lamp shading. Oh, God. No, this is worth it. Comics. Is it Naked and Dead? I think it was Naked and Dead. Or the Naked and the Dead. Don't worry. Soldier's only fucking butt-ass fucking naked. He doesn't show anything, but only butt-ass naked for like... only like in 2/3 of the comic. It's fine. Why is it taking so long to load? Oh, you can filter back, I think. Okay. Why is it so laggy now? I haven't even opened my fucking Premiere project. I've opened Premiere. God, yeah, no. Please load, this line is so good. I will use this as my final bit of recommendation to go read the fucking comic. What happened? So I just put the blood back in. I refuse to believe it's that easy. I know, yeah? Why do people even go to medical school? Wait, how'd you separate out all the blood types? Ha! Different blood types. Miss Pauling came back stupid. Ah, yes, what foolishness. Miss Pauling, I've been using my own underwear to sponge blood out of puddles. Trust me, the type is the least of your problems. Just looks at Pauling, fucking stone-faced. Like he knows what he's saying is not good. The horror face. So just fucking picking his nose because he's like, yeah, blood type is made up. It's like, no. We're gonna say that because the reality is so much worse. Oh my God. Again, they're all batshit insane. One of them is like, yeah, no, blood types aren't real. The other one is like, no, I fucking put your blood back in you with a fucking dirty bucket and used underwear. This is not good. This is not ideal. But it is unfortunately what I have to work with, so we're doing it, I guess. Oh my god. Go fucking read the comics. Jam and I are already reading them. Continue reading them. If you're not already reading them, go fucking read them. They're genuinely really fucking good. I cannot guarantee they're for everyone. I know they won't be for everyone. God, they're fucking good. If they're not for you, they won't not be for you because they're like, oh, they're just bad and shitty and shock humor. No, they're fucking funny. Oh god. I'm ready to go fucking read those and get distracted, honestly. But that is for me to deal with later. For now. For now, I'm gonna head out and hopefully not fucking die heartened. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Until next time, hope to see you again next time. Until then, take care of yourselves out there. Take care of each other. And bye-bye, everyone.